Hello everyone, welcome to yet another video of engineering economics. So in today's video we are going to discuss about in the past few couple of videos we are discussing about the fundamental concepts of engineering economics. So in today's video also we are going to see some important concepts or terminologies in engineering economics. So let's have a short recap about the past concepts. We have discussed about goods, utility, value, wealth, consumption, and in the last video we have discussed about wants. So in this video we are going to cover an important topic, which is nothing but the factors of production, and the main thing, it is the law of diminishing marginal utility. Yes, so let's see about the factors of productions. So factors of production are the inputs needed for creating a good or services. So these are the inputs for the creation of any goods or any service. So those who want to control the factors of production often enjoy the greatest wealth in a society, because these factors of production is an economic term that describes the inputs used in the production of any goods or service to make an economic profit. So if you want to increase the profit, or if you want to extend your borders, then we have to concentrate on these factors of production only. So these include any resource needed for the creation of any good or services. So the basic factors of productions are land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. So the state of technological progress can influence these total factors of production, and it may account for any efficiencies not related to the four typical factors. So let's see one by one. So first, land. Land means agriculture and farming, as well as the use of natural resources. So whatever land, either it can be an agriculture sector or an industry or any form of services, we need land. So it is how we utilize the natural resources, even the land, to construct a building. So these comes under the concept land, which is the basic factor for production. So next is the labor. Labor was the original factor of production identified by the early economists. But in the early 20th century, two Swedish economists named Bertil Hexker and Eli Olin were the first to expand the factors of production beyond labor. So in those days, only labor were considered as the main source of, or the main factor for production. But now it involves more machineries, and there are many companies without laborless. So everything is being machinized. So many companies are even replacing their labors with machines. So the importance for labor has become reduced in modern technological world. So that's why it comes under the place too. So production such as manufacturing and servicing requires labor, wherein which their role is very much important. So labor refers to the efforts expended by the individual to bring a product or a services. For example, a construction worker at a hotel site is a part of a labor, as is the waiter who serves guests or the receptionist who enrolls them into a hotel. So wherever we see, we require labor at some point. So next is entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurship is the secret sauce that combines all the other factors of production into a product or a services for the consumer market. For example, an entrepreneurship is the evolution of the social media, like Facebook and all, Meta and all. So Mark Zuckerberg, Mark Zuckerberg assumed the risk for success or failure of his social media network when he began allocating time for his daily schedule towards that activity. So when he coded a minimum viable product himself, his labor was the only factor of production. But later, after Facebook has become more popular and spread across various horizons, he realized that he needed to recruit additional employees. He hired two people, an engineer and a spokesperson, who both allocated hours to the project, meaning that they invested their time and become a factor of production. So this continued popularity of the product has made that Zuckerberg has also had to scale technology and operations. So he raised ventures, he raised capital amount, hired more employees, purchased additional server space for development and all. So at first there was no need for land. However, as the business continues to grow, he built his own office and data centers. So another example for entrepreneurship is Starbucks Corporation. So we can tell n number of entrepreneurships. So to have a bigger venture, if you want to have a good established company, then definitely entrepreneurship is the key binding factor of all these factors of production. And then comes the capital. So as the name implies, capital, it is the main thing required to run a business. So in economics, capital typically refers to the money. However, money is not considered part of the capital factor of production because it is not directly involved in producing any good or services. Instead, it facilitates the acquisition of things that are considered capital, such as capital goods. Capital goods are items that allow a person or business to produce goods or services. For example, the machinery in a factory, the computers of a technological company, or the instrument of a musician, or the capital goods. So it doesn't mean that capital means only the money. It also incorporates the capital furnitures, the capital materials we put forth to run a business, to start something. So in a modern mainstream, capital is the primary driver of the value. So it is important to distinguish personal and private capital in factors of production. A personal vehicle used to transport family is not considered a capital good, but a commercial vehicle which is used expressly for official purpose is a capital good. So these are the basic factors of production. So I think this has covered a very important part of economics. So of course, in addition, we have many sub-factors, but these four are the primary factors which drives the production engines. Hope you find this video more useful. So we'll continue with the next topic in the upcoming video. Thank you.